Now that we know the mocking database concept, let's see an example of a recording with dynamic data. We will mock the test for setContainerArrivalDate procedure. Note that this procedure saves the arrival date in the table container table. Firstly, we will create the unit test like in the previous examples. Then we add the test case entering the value container id equals 1 in the object setContainerArrivalDate test data. Now that we have the test case set, we select the option Record Mocking Data to run the unit test and generate the mocking file. As you can see, it has recorded 2 database sentences in the mock file. Up to this point, you have created the unit test that will test the procedure setContainerArrivalDate, and you have recorded data for its execution with the current system date. If the unit test is run on a different date than the day when the mock recording was performed, there will be a difference between the date registered in the mock file and the one obtained in the real time by the system. In order for this not to happen, we can modify the recorded data so that it works in every execution. To do this, we must modify the key pattern field in the JSON file and replace the dynamic value for a regular expression. Let's edit the mock file. Open Files, right-click on the corresponding file and select Edit File. You can see 2 database sentences recorded in the file. Each database sentence executed during the test execution. As I told you, we must modify the key pattern field in the JSON file and replace the dynamic value with a regular expression. In the second database sentence, in which you can see the data value, we will copy and paste the value of the key field in the key pattern field value, and then we will substitute the recorded date for a regular expression that matches the value we expect. Note that you will apply this with data as datetime and GUID also. Now we will save changes and run the test by selecting the option Run Tests. Note that the test executes the 2 sentences that are read from the mock file successfully. Once we record the mock of the test, the mock data property of the unit test is set to true. Now we can commit the tests with mock property in true and the mock files to the Nexus server, and tests won't depend on the state of the database used by other developers. And more importantly, its success won't depend on the different environments used by your continuous integration pipeline either. If your test is successful in your local environment, it will work the same in any other environment. Note that you will prefer database mocking in tests without database assertions, as in these examples in which we checked the output parameters. When the test checks the impact in the real database, you don't want to use the database mocking. In those scenarios, it is desirable to have DB initializations scripts instead.